Excellent. All right, guys, welcome to the AI Breakfast Lab. My name is Ed Garza. If you are watching us on YouTube, we like to welcome you. Please hit that little button to follow us so you get notified when we are live. This is the AI Breakfast Lab. This is where we get together as founders and as entrepreneurs, as builders, to utilize AI to solve problems when it comes to content marketing. So, grand rising to you guys here. We welcome all of you from all across the world that are watching us or that will be watching us on the replay. Every morning, Monday through Friday, we're here, 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern, and we're here training you on AI technology. We take a demonstration, a problem, and we try to solve it with AI tools. Our AI platform has everything that we could possibly think of to help you take it to the next level. So we're going to have some fun today and continue to prepare for our AI Accelerator Summit coming up on April the 18th, a Saturday, starting at 10:30 a.m. Central at 11:30 Eastern, and it is being globally broadcasted all over the internet on a pay-per-view, high quality streaming that we have organized. So we're excited about that. So if you want information, we'll put that information in the chat as well as on the bottom of the YouTube video that's streaming live after this event today. So again, welcome guys, and let's go ahead and begin by giving you an overview of our AI platform. We're going to start a little different this morning. We always like to go through what's called our method of learning, and I'll just explain that briefly. That's our OODA loop, right? Where you observe, you get oriented, you make a decision, you take action. So really what we'd like for you guys to do this morning is to observe what we're doing, right? Get yourself comfortable with it, orientated with it. And then hopefully by the end of today's session, you can make a decision to take action, whether that's to join our AI platform or to start using the tools that you have seen us use in your own business, or maybe it's taking action that with the tools that you saw in the platform and us using and helping another business with that. So there's a lot of different ways you can make a decision. You could make a decision to take action to go out and market it, make a decision to do something yourself, right? And that is what our goal is. It's called an OODA loop. You observe, orient, make a decision, and take action, right? So let's go ahead and get started here. Starting a little bit differently here today. We normally have a presentation we show you, but not today. We're just going to get right into it and log into our platform. So this is the Magic Kids and the Momentum Tech login screen. You can log in with any language you choose, and it makes the UI, the user experience, turns everything into your language. Not everything, but just the user experience, right? So you know where to click, you know how to navigate. So I'm going to use English because that's what I know. So we're going to log in. All right. All right, we are in now. So this is our platform. If you haven't seen this video, this is our getting started video. Kind of gives you an idea. I want to play this for you this morning for those of us that are guests on the call. This is a great video for you to play for somebody on your tablet or your computer if you have a Zoom one-on-one with them, or you're trying to explain something to them. Log in on your phone and show them this video. This does the heavy lifting for you. Let's watch it.
Welcome to the Momentum Tech AI tool platform. We have the most powerful AI platform on the planet, and let me tell you why. This isn't just another AI tool. This is our proprietary platform. We don't rely on just one language model. We leverage them all, which means you're getting the best from across the entire AI world in one place. That's why we call it the gold standard of AI technology and training. You're in the right place at the right time. And more importantly, you made the decision to be here. You may be here to create videos, You may be here to write your book or to create consistent social media posts. Build a website. Launch a chatbot. Start a podcast. Create webinars or academies, and some of you want to learn how to actually make money with AI. Wherever you fall, you found your home. Because inside Momentum Tech AI, you don't just get tools, you get leverage. The biggest benefit of using AI isn't just speed, it's transformation. What used to take days, weeks, or full teams, you can now do yourself, faster with more control and with clarity. AI doesn't replace you, it multiplies you. And one of the biggest advantages of our platform is that everything is built to take you to the finish line. You're not jumping between tools or trying to piece things together. We've created complete systems so you can go from idea to execution without friction. Now, getting started is simple. On the left-hand side, you'll see folders. Open them up and explore what's available to you. Inside many of the apps, you'll see small blue play buttons. Click those anytime because they're quick tutorials showing you exactly what to do. And most importantly, start your AI app certification. Click the big orange button below. Begin your first module today. Take one module at a time. Complete the short quiz and keep moving forward. Before you know it, you'll be confident, capable, and fully certified on the platform. This system is designed to save you time, save you money, and help you move faster than ever before. No confusion, no tool overload, just one platform with everything you need. If you need personal hand-holding, we have live training daily. Simply click the blue button below under the certification orange button. Thank you for being a part of the Momentum Tech family. We look forward to making your AI dreams a reality.
Welcome to your home for AI. The future is here.
That is an intro. So yeah, that's be a great video. That gives you a good overview of everything. And of course, the less than sign over here is how you open up our apps, right? Where you can go through the app certification and you can go through those. And those have recently been updated. So if you haven't gone through them, definitely you want to go through them and you can keep track of all your everything that you do. A lot of stuff is in here. And the certification, like the Magic Video app training, the Wow GPT, the Ask Ed training, the Ask Napoleon, how to launch your website and the platform. That's a very good training there. How to duplicate any funnels. If we shared any, we do have a shared link where we share link funnels with you, where you can exit. We're going to be adding some into there too soon, very soon. The Ask Zig, video SEO and AEO, video spokesperson mastery, domain, email, Ask Leo, create your website training, and Ghostwriter, right? So there's a lot of great training. Now, this is the um, domain app training. Like, for example, let's go back up here and look at here. Let me just refresh this, make sure this is right. Yeah, this is right. So Magic Video, let me show you a couple other ones here. Yeah, this one right here. This is how you launch a website in the platform. It shows you exactly everything you need to do. Here, let's watch it together because I want to show you what the videos are like, all right? All right, guys. Hey, welcome to the training. We're going to talk about how to launch your website, okay? So let's go to the Create Your Website folder here. And let's just go to our website. And I did one here that is a test earlier on a training. So first of all, you see up here in this section here where this URL is right here that I'm highlighting. This is a temporary URL. In order to add a domain, of course, you could preview it if you want to right here. If you click that button, it'll preview domain before you launch it, you need to click on add a domain. And of course, you got to have a domain before you launch it. Okay, so as an example, I'm going to go to my initial up here where you see E. Yours will be your first name, whatever your first name is, Sam, Tim, John, Alan, A, example. Okay, just click your initial, and then you want to click on domains. And this is where you have a choice. You could buy a domain, add an existing domain if you want to. There's some extra steps to that go outside of our platform that we don't support, but you could set up the DNS settings in your registrar. We give you all the instructions right here. See, here's the instructions. Like, for example, this is a domain that I have outside of the platform on GoDaddy that I purchased this domain. Here are the instructions for your A record that you need to set up on the registrar, whether it's GoDaddy or another provider. Okay? We give you all the instructions there. However, this example, what I'm going to do, I can connect the domain, but these are already in use, right? So I'm just going to go over here to subdomains because I bought this domain, Momentum Tech Videos or MomentumTechAI.com. Let's just go to MomentumTechAI.com, look at subdomains, and I'm going to scroll down the bottom and I'm going to go to add a domain, and I'm going to add test1 dot momentumtech.ai or ai.com. Click on add. Now I can close it. Now I want to go back to the web tools. This is a shortcut. Just type in web. There's a search bar right here. Let's go back to the test account. I'm in the test account. You still see the preview link here, right? So just add a domain and then choose your domain that you want to put it on. In this case, I chose test1. So I'm going to go down to test1 and look for it. See if I can find it. Test1. I set it up, so it's here. Where are you? There you are. Test1. See? There it is. Then I can click save. Now, I don't need to click do it for me, but just in case you do and you know what happens, it's just going to error it out because it's already done it for you, okay, when you click on saved. Now let's go back to the pages by clicking on pages. Now you see it's test1.momentumtechai.com/home. Well, wait a minute. I don't want home on it, right? So go to your configuration. Again, from the pages, go to configuration, get rid of the path of home, set default as test1.momentumtechai.com, yes, save, click OK, it's saving, it's done. Now I see the home is gone. Now your domain is connected. That's as simple as it is, guys. Well, that does it for the training on how to connect your domain and launch your website. So that works on any one of our domain apps in the platform. Same path, whether you're working in the AEO or you're working in the let AI create it for you. So in other words, we have two website builders in here. One is the AEO builder, and then we have a create funnel with using AI. So that tutorial works for all of them. Really simple. It's a short tutorial. That's kind of how our training style is in the platform. What are we going to do today? Now that I showed you that training, what we have, right? So the certification here is just fantastic. And we have training, for example, extra training like on videos. Like here's video apps training right here. Okay, that we have. That includes a lot of different training modules. All right. Then we have training also on create your website. We have a create your website with AI training right here. There's 6 particular videos, like how to create a website with AI in our platform, which is free, by the way. You don't pay anything. You just got to buy your domain. How to create, how to work with images in this particular tool. create funnel with using AI, how to change your hero image, how to format colors, how to do your video embed. And then the final one, just at the end, and there's some resources here to you. For example, if you want to do like a click to call, I think there's resources on several of the on a couple of these. You just got to look for it. But you can go through and keep track of your training. If this is something you want to, I've pretty much launched this platform right here, create funnel using AI, so you could demonstrate it. The best, you could demonstrate it to somebody how cool our tool is, right? Well, you don't have to necessarily go and build it. You can just have it build it, show them this is how easy it is in our platform to use things. It's simple, no prompting, right? You just click on this and you can, create a funnel using AI. Like I could take a picture of a um, of a, what do you call it? This is it's called Axe Spray Black Vanilla, right? It's a here. Let me stop sharing and show you. All right, so I can take a picture of this right here. See that? I can take a photo of that right there. Just take a photo of it on the front end, right? And I can upload it to the platform and it'll create a website for this. So it's a good demonstration, right? It's good a demonstration where you could showcase it, whether you're showing doing it at an event or anything like that. You can just upload an image right here, give it a business name, just describe the image a little bit, right? And then hit next, and it'll AI will build you a website based on that image, based on that product. You could also just put a website in here, and it'll analyze the website. Yeah. So that's even a faster way, right? Just take any kind of website and just demonstrate it and show them. So really cool stuff. But this, keep in mind, the easier one, if you're building a website for yourself, seriously, the AEO funnel one is probably an easier thing to do. But you could take this and demonstrate. You could build a website here. It just requires a little bit more in the editing side, right? So, there's a little bit more steps. But we gave you complete training on it. Like I built in the training I went through Ed's Car Wash, right? It showed you how to, like, for example, the call us button. So you got to go to elements and then you go to styles. You go to styles, sorry. So that's the main thing you have to remember in this tool. Is styles is like the direction for everything. Call us styles and you go to advanced and then go to settings. And you see I have telephone. See this code right here? That's how you create a click to call in the URL. And I give you the document on the training on how to do that. Just tell it's TEL colon plus sign and one and then the phone number, right? That's how you do a click to call, right? And then of course, if you want to change like, the button settings, it's still in advanced. You can see where that's under uh, decorations. You see right here, it gives you like, um, see under decoration, see there, it's black, the color. See, so I can come here and I can go to, red if I want to, right? Or I go just keep it black, right? That's the border. And then you got the background color here. See, here's the background. So this is where I could change the background. Right now it's 000. So I could just change that to, see it changing. So you can change it to any color you want, right? So it takes a little bit more navigation, but once you learn it, it works great, right? If I want to do a red, right? So again, the way you control everything in color and fonts, and you go to the training, you go to elements, style, and then advanced. And everything is here. So let's just look at everything and just logically think about it. Okay. So you got settings, general, dimension. Typography is like the font type. Definitely have more font types in this web builder. I mean, you got a lot of font types that you could choose. Okay. A lot of different font types. I'm still scrolling, by the way. Yeah, right. Just all kinds of font types you could choose. And you can choose like the font size, the font weight. You have more options. Like the font weight, maybe I want to change the font weight to like extra ultra bold, right? Or semi bold or light or just normal, right? And you can even control the letter spacing as well. So that between each letter, So you don't have that in the AEO funnel. So this gets you down granular where you could actually create your website here for free. We don't charge you for it, and we don't charge you for hosting either, right? So you can create a really cool landing page or a squeeze page with an offer, with a video and maybe an offer and a form, really easy in this. Let AI, build your website right here, right? And you can see you can do like line height. You can set up like, text alignment, decoration, like you want to underline something or strike something through. You could add a text shadow if you want to. See, you could add a shadow on something. So you got a lot of variations. And then under decorations, you have like other features like borders, right? Colors, box shadows. Yeah. There's the background. See, this is the image in the background right here. Right here. See? So how do you change the image? You just get rid of it and upload a new image. That's it. And you could play with the functions here. There's just all kinds of cool stuff you could do. And once you learn, and how do you get into all these settings? You go to Style, Advanced, and that was what the training is all about. And the training, I'm not going to save anything. Don't forget, there's training for that. So I did 6 trainings. The best thing to do is to practice if you want to be able to use this as a great demonstration tool. Like, for example, I'm thinking of, just, if you have a meeting with somebody, you could actually showcase this. But truth be told, guys, you could build an entire website right in the platform. Really, really, really easy. All right. All right, so let's do something. I wanted to do something this morning and show you something else. So this morning I wanted to create and work with our courses. So I have a couple of tools here for the courses. Now these are complete tools, detailed. The course designer. Let's look at the course designer. This will enable you, and all your course designs are right here, saved. Okay, this is a complete course designer. But before I do that, let's do some research first. So where do we go research? Because I want to do some research, right? Maybe on a book or that eventually will be a course, right? So let's just see how you can do it. Manage your business. Let's go to deep research here. And we have conduct deep research right here. Okay. There's one research tool. If you go to the search bar and you type in research, and our research tools are fantastic. So you got book research and deep research, like maybe you want to do like summarizes complex topics and uncovers key insights. It's perfect for academic work or market analysis or personal knowledge building. It enhances discovery and organization. This one does book research, like delivers personalized market and trending analysis, legal originality checks. It checks, structured brainstorming to help you plan and write a standout nonfiction business book. I mean, it gives you benefit from action insights and citation ready references and creative frameworks tailored to your topic and audience. Yes, let's take a look at the book research tool. So, this book research tool, by the way, is there's no charge for it. The other one, the other research tool, it charges credits. This one, there's not. So we could give this some ideas. So I want to write a book, and we're going to write a book probably under 1 hour at the AI Accelerator Summit, because we're going to use the book as a catalyst for building a website and doing social media for it and getting AI ready, making sure that we're going to create social platforms for the book, like a YouTube copy for the profile, Facebook copy for the profile on Facebook, the profile copy for LinkedIn, the profile copy for Instagram, the profile copy for Google My Business. And we're going to show you how you do that. And these um, uh, these profiles, they have descriptions and keywords. So the book is going to be a catalyst for that. You understand? It's going to be the kindling for the entire day. So I want to do some research because I want to write a really good book about AI. So let's just speak into this and let's let it do some work and let's watch this work. This would be great for you if you want to write a book. If you've never written a book before, right? This is a great tool for that. Watch. The topic of our book is centered around artificial intelligence as well as agentic AI and synthetic intelligence, which is basically AI agents working together to deliver an end result for you. We're specifically talking about marketing and content marketing. It's all about speed here. It's all about leverage. So my reader is going to be, let's say, small business owners or entrepreneurs. Let's say entrepreneurs. My reader is a entrepreneur, a solopreneur, maybe even a small business owner, someone that is competing with the big box stores, the big retailers, the big corporations. Okay, and then my primary goal for the book is to build authority. My secondary goals in constraints. Let's say give it another secondary goal. The secondary goal is to publish this book on Amazon. To sell it, to offer it, to give me credibility, to build authority. Okay. Industry and focus, let's say digital marketing, artificial intelligence, agentic AI, digital marketing, artificial intelligence, agentic AI, AI education, AI adoption, talking to companies on how to prepare for the AI economy and to build a culture in the workplace that is educated about AI. Geographic focus is going to be global. Desired tone is going to be conversational. Voice and style tones. I want to write the entire book for the ear so that it makes a great audio book. And I want the voice to be conversational and professional. I want to write it at the fifth grade level so that it's understandable to the majority of people. I'm not sure of other books, but I want this to be like a bestseller, a New York bestseller. Artificial intelligence, synthetic intelligence, agentic AI, The AI revolution, leveraging AI for small business, leveraging AI for writing your book, leveraging AI to produce videos, leveraging AI to produce social media content, and letting AI build your entire website in 15 minutes. Can AI build my entire business? Is AI safe for my kids? All right. And then the time to publish, let's say 3 to 6 months. The depth of the research, let's go exhausted 5. Oops, sorry. Let's enable live web research. The word count, say 17,000. Preferred citations, let's say none for now. Okay. And concerns, sensitivity. I think the workforce around the world has some cognitive fears that they will be replaced, and they're not talking to their employers about it. I think this should be an open conversation, and this is very sensitive because this is not something as simple as implementing a new Microsoft Excel version throughout the entire office or organization. I mean, this is an entire shift that's impacted by the AI revolution. Literally, AI will start to take over responsibilities, but I think companies need to start to adopt this process and train and figure out where their organization is at and not look at AI as a threat to their job, but as an assist, as a leveraging tool, much like computers are. But AI now could possibly do things for them in their workplace, which would allow them to do other things that human capital can concentrate on. I think really companies need to really take an assessment of their employees, especially middle managers. They're probably the ones that are most at threat when it comes to job replacement. So we need to ease into this conversation. This is very sensitive to people, like cognitive fears that nobody talks about yet. It's so much in its infancy now that people just need to talk about it openly. All right, that should be good. Let's hit submit. So it takes a little bit, and let me play something for you while that is producing to get you thinking a little bit.
Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're jumping into something huge, a real paradox happening in companies everywhere. Why AI transformation projects are, well, often failing.
Yeah, it's fascinating. You see these massive announcements, these big numbers.
Exactly, like, what was it, 73% of major companies are already implementing AI or have solid plans to. And McKinsey thinks we'll hit 70% adoption across industries by 2030. It's like a done deal.
It really does sound inevitable, but if you scratch just below the surface of those headlines, the picture changes quite a bit.
How so?
Well, the internal failure rate for these huge, expensive AI projects, it's stubbornly high, especially for those mid-market companies trying desperately to keep up.
And we hear some wild stories putting this together. I remember one source talking about a multi-billion-dollar company. They poured millions into a cutting-edge AI marketing platform. Worked like a dream in the labs, perfect demos. But then, 12 weeks after rollout, adoption was stuck, like really stuck, 15%.
15%.
Wow. Yeah. And get this, employees were actually inventing manual workarounds, Z-work basically, just to avoid touching the new AI system.
And that story highlights the absolute core issue we need to unpack today. The shocking thing is, it's almost never about the technology itself.
Really, the AI usually works.
Usually, yes. The tools function as advertised, more or less. The real bottleneck, the thing that trips everyone up, it's human, it's us.
So the old ways of managing change, send more emails, do more training PowerPoints, that stuff doesn't cut it here.
Not for AI, no. That old playbook might have worked okay for, say, rolling out a new email client or something relatively simple, but it completely falls apart when you're introducing intelligent automation. The game's changed.
Okay, so our mission for this deep dive is clear then. We need to get under the hood of this new kind of AI resistance. Why is it different?
Exactly. Traditional change management just doesn't touch the deep-seated fears.
We need to figure out the frameworks, the approaches that can actually shift these mindsets, turn that resistance into genuine readiness.
That's the goal. Because this resistance feels fundamentally different, doesn't it? It's deeper than just, grumbling about learning a new spreadsheet program.
It does feel different. Why is that? Why does AI feel so primal sometimes? If the goal is making work easier, being more productive, why are people actively fighting the tools?
Because the conversation immediately pivots. It's not just about usability anymore, where's the button for X? It becomes about survival, about your long-term career security, your value. When you bring in a system that can learn and potentially make decisions that used to be yours, you're poking at some really fundamental psychological fears. Fears about a person's core identity, even.
Okay, so what are these big fears? The ones managers often seem to miss when they're focused on the tech specs.
Right, let's break them down. Fear factor number 1, job replacement, and maybe even worse, irrelevance.
The big one.
It is, and the research backs this up strongly. Over half of employees, 53% in one study, genuinely fear that just using AI will signal to their bosses that they're replaceable.
Wow. So using the tool makes them feel less secure.
Exactly. And that anxiety is powerful. Get this. 52% of employees actually feel uncomfortable telling their managers they're using AI for important tasks. They hide it.
That's completely upside down. Hiding a tool that could make them better at their job.
Yeah.
Just to seem indispensable. The tech might work, but the social dynamic is broken.
Perfectly put. It's a broken social contract. Okay, so fear factor number 2. Cognitive overload and trust.
Explain that one.
Think about traditional software. A spreadsheet, for instance. It's transparent, right?
What do you guys think of that? This is an episode, podcast episodes, three of them. It's pretty in depth, but this is what the book I want to write about. Okay, it's pretty in depth, right? And it deals with organizations from the top down and problems. Like, for example, we're going to look at this result here in a moment. Okay, we're going to look at this result here. So hang on one second. I'm sorry. We didn't mean somebody to yell. I apologize. We have somebody at the door. All right. So let's just say this. AI right now is like and being sold almost like snake oil to a lot of different companies. For example, I have a bank that I bank out here locally. It's called Ascend, okay, Ascend Federal Credit Union. And I called them and there was an AI agent voice, okay? And I was trying to get to talk to them about a transaction. And then what happened was I couldn't get to them. I couldn't talk to nobody. It was just like a death circle. You ever been there? right? You can't get a hold of nobody, and all you want is a simple question answered. So I drove to the bank and I met him at the front and I said, okay, I've been trying to get a hold of somebody. Um, and the concept is they looked at me like strange, like, yeah, I know. They were disappointed. You understand? They were disappointed. Like, yeah, that we don't like that AI. So there was no real continuity in the company. Nobody bought into it. They didn't even trust it. What does that tell you about the person that sold that to them? They didn't do an assessment. Like, is it going to be adopted by the entire organization? And they probably have two or three or 400 employees. You get me? There was a real disconnect. Anyway, that's what that's about. So let's see what it did. Research. Let's download the PDF here and let's open the PDF. And let's zoom in a little bit. All right, core focus. How small businesses and solopreneurs can deploy agentic AI systems to accelerate marketing and content creation for competitive leverage. Positioning, a conversational, step-by-step playbook that demystifies synthetic intelligence and shows entrepreneurs how to build, train, and orchestrate AI agents for web build, social media, video copywriting, and more in minutes rather than days. Age group 30 to 55, digital savvy entrepreneurs or small business owners, annual revenue under 5 million, technologically curious but resource constrained, wary of large consultancies and big box retail competition, motivated by efficiency, brand differentiation, and growth, concerned about AI's impact on jobs and workplace culture. Prefers clear, jargon-free guidance at a fifth grade reading level, listens to audiobooks during commutes. This is kind of like the avatar of who my book is for, right? Book positioning strategy. So it put all this together for me. Book strategy, authority builder, blends practical how-to steps with thought leadership on AI adoption and culture. Credibility via guest insights, short interviews, or quotes from AI experts, small business case studies, tool reviews, global applicability, in other words, examples from diverse industries and regions, yet laser focused on actionable tactics. Research level, market landscape of AI and small business, tools comparison, adoption statistics, case studies of agentic AI implementations in marketing and content creation, common pain points, workforce fears, ethical concerns, data privacy, emerging trends, multi-agent systems, synthetic intelligence frameworks, legal and IP considerations around AI content. So here's some clarification that's needed. Preferred work title or subtitle to refine the branding, the budget or scope of case study interviews, and any specific AI tools or platforms the author plans to showcase. So that's a great idea. So we should showcase our tools in there, right? Definitely on the back cover and, refer them to our platform and to what we're doing. Absolutely. So Amazon Business and Marketing, artificial bestsellers, top 10 titles, authors, published dates. So Goodreads top. So this is where it researched, right? It looked at a lot of different research, common reader praise and common reader complaints from verified purchase reviews, chapter counts, the link, the templates, subgenre gaps, right? Here's some gaps in the market for AI for solopreneurs, agentic AI orchestration, cultural change guides, illustrative top markers. So here's some top AI marketing books that I could validate, okay, that did research for me. AI superpowers, prediction machines, human plus machine, marketing artificial intelligence. The future is faster than you think. Reprogramming the American dream, the algorithmic leader made by humans, architects of intelligence, compelling in the age of AI. Key themes and frameworks of methodology. Human AI collaboration models, AI adoption maturity curves, prompt engineering best practices, multi-agent orchestration examples, ROI measurement frameworks, typical book structures from what it just gave me, 8 to 12 chapters, each ending with a key takeaway, mid-chapter case studies and tools comparison, practical exercises or AI challenges at the end of each chapter, prompt library, tool resource, and glossary. Reader feed, praise. The praise for those books. These are the praise, okay? For those books that we just saw that it did research on. Clear, actionable tactics for integrating AI, the real world examples, and tool walkthroughs. Here are some of the complaints: overly academic language or missing implementation details. I don't know about you guys, but we specialize in implementation, don't we? Execution. So we could cover that. Lack of small business specific advice versus enterprise focus. We could provide small business advice. So that's a gap. Here's some gaps and opportunities for me to write this book. A deep dive on agentic AI orchestrating for content marketing. Small company implementation playbooks with minimal budgets. Future first approach preparing teams psychologically and for AI adoption. There's my niche. That's what we want to write about right there, right? That's it, because that's the opportunity. That's a gap in the market, for example, from all of these chapters, all these books that it did research on, right? These 10 books. Now, let's go down some more. All right. Trend and authority research. Okay. So I did some emerging concepts, everything that we've talked about. Here's some key expert voices from the books that was written. Common pain points and challenges, common pain points. Here's some time-sensitive opportunities for me. These are they're like, if I want to write this book, right? These are opportunities for me to position. Rapid improvements in multi-module large language models. New agent marketplace orchestrations, right? Regulatory discussions around AI transparency. Global AI market projected to reach 1.3 million by 2030. Some good stuff. Okay, there's some legal and originality safeguards, like, run manuscript or plagiarism. We do that in our platform. We humanize the text, yes, and you can run it through Grammarly if you want to as well, and other things. We could do that, of course. So trademarks, stay away, avoid ChatGPT registered by OpenAI. Preferred to GPT-based chat interfaces. Generally adopt Auto GPT, right? Check trademark status. Just things for you to check. How to do, some footnotes or like a list of resources. So here's some originality frameworks, right? Some frameworks. Reframe existing AI frameworks into a bespoke speed or leverage model. Integrate unique small business case studies. Yes. Obviously, be aware of the defamation and legal considerations, right? Don't name any specific companies. Great stuff. Legal considerations, topic expansion, related subtopics, key audience questions. Those are great. Here's some suggested framework. Speed. Literally, look at this. Speed model, strategy, prompting, execution, evaluation, deployment. Beautiful. Love that. Leverage. Learn, experiment, validate, execute, refine. I'm going to use that. That's cool. I love that. Automate, grow, engage, leverage. Learn, experiment, validate, execute, refine, automate, grow, engage. Boy, that's powerful. I love that. Yeah, those are great frameworks to put in the book. Maybe even for our conference, I'll use that, right? Beautiful. Yes, some metaphors. AI agents working like an ant colony. Each agent has a role but collaborates for a bigger outcome. What a great visual. AI is a digital Swiss Army knife for solopreneurs. Here's some content gaps in existing literature that's on Amazon. Step-by-step orchestration blueprints tailored to one person or sub 10 employee operations. Playbooks for easing employee fears or fostering an AI curious culture. Clear cost benefit analysis with real small business budgets. Chapter outlines suggestions. Reference the citation generator. This is like where it got all the information, right? So you can cite everything. Yes. Additional authoritative sources to pursue, some different sources. And then it gave me an action timeline and resources. Prioritization plan to help you, yeah, to help you develop the original framework, speed and leverage, and test with beta readers. It's a great idea, right? Month one, month two, month three. I told it 3 months, right? Critical success factors. And then here's all the book titles, right? Summary of them. Gives you like their rating on Amazon, 4.6, 4.5, right? It gives you like how many reviews they've gotten, and then key terms and structure. So there you go. Yep. Those good research, right? It's designed to help you get the edge in writing your book. Common market themes, category analysis, competitive landscape. Yeah. Success patterns, reader insights, what readers value, and their common frustrations. Beautiful. Beautiful. Love it. Structural recommendation. Yeah. Market gaps. Look at that one. Budget friendly tool to top tier list. Look, isn't that what we are? Perfect. Change management playbook to address employees' fear and upskilling. Perfect. Audiobook first, conversational, real-time agentic AI demonstrations. Love it. Positioning, market gaps. Look, isn't this amazing, guys? Refine research scope, unique angle. Hmm. Beautiful. How many pages is this? Holy cow. That's a lot, right? We built this, we built this app. We built all our apps, just to be very clear, from the ground up. We're not leasing this app. This is our app. We built it for you. Yes, we did. So it does great research. You could take this and you could upload it to the Ghostwriter, this PDF file, and start writing your book and start honing it down. Key audiences. Oh, it gave me another one, agent, access, gather, execute, network, and track. Love it. Framework, original framework ideas. Give me another one. Love it. Here's all the URLs. Priority exercise. It just covers everything, right? Common trademark terms to stay away from. You know, handling third-party frameworks, avoid creating similar networks, named models, like, using Blue Ocean strategy. Don't use that. Yep. Red flags. Mm-hmm. Post-writing review, manual checkup, safe remixing techniques, hygiene and record keeping, related subjects to explore, key audience questions. Gave me some more. Pipeline, plan, input, process, execute, learn, iterate, network, evaluate, function, link, orchestrate, work, roid, record, organize, interpret, core, speed. We got all those already. Gave me some other frameworks. Awesome. content gaps and unique angles. Okay. Wow, this is pretty good research to help you get started on a book, right? That's just going to help me a lot. So here's like a prototype chapter, chapter one, new age of AI, agentic AI. What is AI? From single tools to ecosystems. Chapter two, undergoing synthetic intelligence. Right? All right, good. Setting up your AI agent lab. Prompt engineering for marketing. Automating content creation. Building websites in minutes. Orchestrating multi-agent funnels. Measuring AI return on investment. Building an AI-ready culture. Ethics, privacy, and compliance. Future trends of next-gen agents. Your 90-day plan, 90-day AI acceleration plan. Calls to action, end of every chapter. Mid-book engagements, final chapter call to action. Research, case studies. Research milestones to help you write the book, give you like a whole plan, right? Love it. Bam. That is 47-page document. Bam, bam, bam. If that doesn't get you excited about writing a book in our platform, oh my goodness, that is incredible. It gave me some really good ideas. I love it, right? I love it. What do you guys think? Powerful, right? That's just one of the tools in our platform. Amazing. Yes. Absolutely amazing. That's a free tool in our platform. That alone is worth $39 to somebody that's been wanting to write a book for years. That's the AI Breakfast Lab, guys. So hopefully you are inspired to take some action to start writing your book. Go to the book research, do some research, figure out a topic, and start writing. That's the AI Breakfast Lab, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Let's see if there's any Q&A questions here. I'll stop the stream and we'll answer some questions, see if they're relevant. So, okay. Thank you, Katie. Excellent. All right. I'll get that to Jeanette. Thank you so much, Katie. All right. UA. All right. Got it. Got it. Yes, very powerful. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you didn't put a question in the Q&A, I assume there's no questions. That's the place to put it in the Q&A. Appreciate you guys being here. Make it a great day. All right. You guys are the best. All right.